All right, what's your name?
What's up, man? I'm HMG Jmo, aka Mojo, out of Houston, Texas.
How did you get into music, Mr. Jmo?
Uh, been around music my entire life. My father was a musician since he was 5 years old. He plays the drums. He's played for years and years and years. Traveled the world playing drums. So I came up under him. He taught me how to play drums. In middle school and high school, I did band. I was in percussion. Marching band, all that stuff. Learned a lot about music. Music's had a huge impact on my life and is the reason I am who I am today.
Now, what do you feel the differences between being a musician and being a rapper?
Well, they're one and the same. They're both musicians, but as far as being a part of a band compared to being a rapper, it's completely different. When you're in a band, you're just one piece of the equation. You're the drums, you're the beat, you're the guitar. You're what everybody listens for and the lead riffs and stuff. You're the singer, then you're the vocals. But when you're rapping, you are a piece of the puzzle in the sense that you're rapping over somebody else's beat unless you create your own, and you're also a piece of the equation is the engineer and everything he can bring to the track and how good he can make your music pop and sound. So it's a whole different aspect, a whole different way to look at it. And I think seeing both sides, seeing what it's like to be a part of the team equation, and seeing what it's like to be the solo, the main person in the equation, you learn a lot, and you know a lot more of what you should be doing.
What are your favorite things to do?
Well, is this a G-rated interview or is this a?
However you want it to be.
Hey man, I enjoy a lot of things. I like playing basketball, like watching basketball, making music, rapping, just hanging out. I don't have much time for any of the above because I do a whole shitload of working nowadays. But when I get a chance, you'll catch me hooping or a lot to do with basketball. Basketball's been a big part of my life. I've always played basketball and been involved with basketball. So if I'm playing games, I'm probably playing a basketball game, watching some basketball, doing some other things,
hmm
like yeah,
Now, what's a
Next
day
question.
like with Jmo?
Well, you're probably gonna wake up fucked up, but I'm just playing, guys. Jay with JMO, you're gonna wake up, take a shower, brush your teeth, get ready for the day. You're usually gonna go to work. Uh, 6 out of the 7 days of the week, you're gonna be working a double shift, waiting tables or bartending, doing some stupid shit, trying to make that money to live the life. And when you get off, you're gonna hit up your engineer, Mr. EJ, and then you're gonna go to the studio and try and get some songs in and see what you can do. And in between, it's gonna be grinding, writing music. Uh, Not a lot of time to bullshit. Just I try to be very productive. My friends always hit me up saying I disappeared and they don't know what the fuck happened to me. They ain't seen J Mo forever. I love all these people, man. I want to chill with everybody, but at the end of the day, man, I'm doing what I gotta do so that we can chill one day the way I want us to chill, and it'll be straight.
Who inspires you?
Who inspires me? I'm gonna split that into two questions because there's who has inspired me, and then there's who inspires me today. Who has inspired me in the past? Some of the great rappers who are dead and gone. Right off the top of my head, the main two are gonna be Pimp C and Tupac. Definitely two of the biggest rappers on my top five and everything throughout my whole life. Listen to a lot of UGK. Grew up on a lot of Tupac. They were what inspired me, and they are the standard for music as far as I'm concerned. Like when people make crap music, I'm like, man, well, you look at somebody like Tupac and you see he can make songs like he did and about anything, and he can make them good. Then you realize that music can be at a higher level, and it helps you realize you should be taking your shit to the next level. Now, as far as people who inspire me today, a lot of people are gonna hate me for saying this, but right off the get go, Kanye West, he's at the top of the list. Kanye West is, if you look at him and you looking at him with a non-judgmental eye, he is the most inspirational person you could look at because he makes his own beats. He raps better than the majority of the rappers out. He keeps it real in the sense that he talks about, what it's like living crazy ass life that he lives, and at the end of the day, he ain't scared to say anything, and he's changed the world. He's changing the world every day. So that's definitely one of the main inspirations right now. I definitely got to throw out J. Cole just because the way he spits is he just came with something different, nothing anybody's heard in a lot of years, and between them two, they got a lot of influence on my music, I would say, because people always tell me I sound like a Kanye West or a J. Cole or some shit like that. But I just like to think I'm Jmo because yeah, I spit some similar shit, but I'm me at the end of the day.
And what are your goals for the rest of the year?
Rest of the year, um, starting tonight, I'm gonna be dropping the group EP. It's like that. It's the first 5 songs of our collaboration mixtape, HMG. That's gonna be me, Ronyea, Staynless, all together on one. Uh, I got my second mixtape's gonna be dropping on June 28th, which is also my birthday. My young ass finally gonna be 21, and I'm gonna start riding that buzz, and from there I'm gonna be dropping a mixtape with Ronyea. Me and him are dropping it together. It's gonna be freestyles over a whole bunch of club beats and things that are popular and on the radio right now. It's gonna be called Target Practice. Uh, just working on finish getting that recorded, and once that's finished recording, then that's gonna be dropping too. The rest of the year, just gonna be riding the buzz off the summer and getting more music recorded, and I got to get these first 3 tapes out. Then I'll take it from there and see how it goes. But it's a real organic thing. I don't really know what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow or the day after. I'm just taking it and running with it the way I do it.
Now, what's your favorite food?
Oh, favorite food. Favorite food, man. Flautas. Chicken flautas from Teotihuacan. Yep, on Cavalcade in Irvington.
Okay.
Best Mexican restaurant in Houston.
Right. Now, how do you think Jason Hall would react to your music career?
Jay Hall, the Manimal. Jason Hall was my percussion instructor at Westfield High School. Taught me a lot that I know about music. Pretty much everything I know as far as the reading aspect of music and learning all about just rhythms and notes and shit. Jay Hall, I think Jay Hall will be proud of the simple fact that I got out of high school and I continued to do music. I didn't just give up on music, and I can't just play the shit out of an instrument, but I'm not doing anything with it. I'm not wasting any talent. I'm taking everything and reapplying it. Percussion, you learn more about the rhythms and rhythm patterns and everything, and all of that can apply to rap. Because if you think about it, your mouth is a percussive instrument because you're not using something to produce your sound other than what you've been provided with. In percussion, you use your hands to make all the sound. You're not creating something through a trombone or through a trumpet or something. Everything is with you. I think I have a very percussive sound in my rap. It's very tight and on the beat, very rhythmically intricate. I do metric modulation and all kinds of stuff in my rap. I think he'd be pretty proud that I've been able to take what he taught me and apply it to rapping.
Would you go visit him in Singapore?
I'm gonna go visit him in Singapore. I just need the money.
Thoughts on the Houston hip hop scene?
Oh, you gotta ask me this one on camera, man. Thoughts on the Houston hip hop
You
scene?
can scratch that one. What artists do you enjoy most coming out of Houston?
Coming out of Houston, I would say Dope Easy, off the top of my head. He's somebody I genuinely enjoy his flow. And it's a plus that I've got to meet up with him and talk to him a couple times. It's pretty cool and shit. See he's actually a real person. He ain't like some of the other artists out there. Uh, Houston. I I could jam Kurt Cobain's. A lot of people don't like Kurt Cobain's for this reason or that reason. I look at people based on their music, and I try to just keep just that in mind. Just that in mind, Kurt Cobain makes great music. You know, I really enjoy his songs. I jammed the shit out of that Progression 2 when it came out. Why the fuck you trying to play me? Uh, I don't know, man. I would have to say those are up there, but you know, for the most part, man, it's hard for me to answer that question because I don't really search for music to listen to. And as far as Houston artists go, if you want to hear them, you have to really search and look them up because the state of Houston music isn't what it used to be. People aren't as active and as out there. It's a lot more of an underground feel. It feels like, you know, just because the first people to ever come out of here were underground, that we all have to be underground our whole careers, and I don't think it should be like that, but that's how it's turned out to be. You know, of course, I'm not even including all the greats and stuff, you know, out of Houston all time, you know, of course you got, you know, just everybody. You got Scarface, you know, you got the Ghetto Boys, all the Ghetto Boys, and you just got tons of people, but, you know, that's it.
A funny story that clearly you remember.
A funny story that I clearly remember. Music involved?
Any story. Just a funny story that you can clearly remember and always makes you laugh.
I'll tell one about you.
Go for it. Funny story.
Funny story. So it was wet and rainy one day, and this was back in ninth grade. And my man EJ, you know, he was in percussion with me, and we were unloading and loading equipment at the football stadium. And he's pushing something up the ramp and onto the truck. He gets it on there, but when he's walking back off, I didn't see it, but I just hear he slipped and fell and ate it so hard, and he was really mad and really hurt, but nobody could not laugh at it. It was so funny, and the sound effect that came off it just made me damn near piss my pants laughing. And he was the reason that they put grip tape on those things, and nobody ever slipped again. But you know, somebody has to fall first. It was just, I'm glad he was okay. I'm glad he never broke anything. I'm glad nothing seriously got wrong with him from that. But that was a pretty fucking funny story. It makes me laugh every time I think about it.
Who's going to win the NBA Finals?
The Miami Heat. I said that at the beginning of the season. It's a wrap. I mean, you got LeBron James and Dwayne Wade on the same team, and you add in Ray Allen. You know, of course, I got Chris Bosh. You know, you're adding Ray Allen and shit like that. I mean, come on, man. It's kind of not fair. I told everybody they're gonna get tested in the playoffs. I told the Pacers gonna give them a little trouble. You know, but at the end of the day, you can't. It's LeBron, man. I mean, come on, LeBron's LeBron. I think he's gonna get his revenge from getting swept by the Spurs. I say Miami in 6 against the Spurs.
Now, where can we find your music or follow you on Twitter?
Everything is gonna be /Jmo, aka Mojo. JMO, aka MOJO. My Twitter is at Jmo, aka Mojo. Instagram is Jmo, aka Mojo. Find me on youtube.com /Jmo, aka Mojo. SoundCloud.com /Jmo, aka Mojo. I keep it pretty universal, so you know how to get a hold of me. I don't have 17 different aliases. I mean, you can find me if you're looking for me.
All right, that's it, bro.
That's it. Peace.